palace would know at that point.
Yeah.
Once Verna came back, they would know that the barrier was down.
Yeah, once she came back, they would. So, I mean, it could be from her, it could be from the keeper. We don't really know, but she has ways, apparently, connections. That's what you're supposed to take from that, I think. But yeah, she knows.
I guess there's we have a passage of time. Because the last time we saw them was when they were leaving the palace. And I mean, I know that Richard moved forward in time, but now we know where we are with the sisters. Like, it's obviously been
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Once they're back downstairs, they've negotiated the turnaround, and they are going. I mean, Captain Blake is in no position to argue, anyways. Like,
money.
Do it. Do you remember Dick Bleed? Like, yeah.
Also that. Yeah.
You're going to do what we want, so just do it. Anyways, but once they're back downstairs, below decks, Tovey is a little flattered about being stared at, and Cecilia reminds Marissa and Nikki that they're going to age like normal now. So enjoy it while you can, because Marissa was all like, don't look at me. Which you can't blame her, but at the same time, this older lady is like, just give him a peek. Not a peek, but like the first guy that got away with it, who got the very first peek before you started killing people, that was the only peek.
Yeah.
You're like, there, okay, yeah, I still got it. They're looking. Now don't do it, or I'll kill you. And not that she should have had to, just that she's like, yeah, I wish people would look at me that way now, because I'm all old. By the way, this is going to happen to you in like 40 years, 50 years.
Not even that long, because,
be ready.
I mean, they're like...
Well, Tovey is the oldest.
Yeah.
She's like the grandma.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, Marissa and Nikki, they're not like... maybe... I don't think they're like early 20s. Do you?
I'm not sure. We don't really know how...
170 years old. Marissa's 170 years old.
Well, they've known each other for that long.
Okay, yeah.
So they could have met. They could be a little older, a little less. But yeah.
Math. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they're younger, and I mean, on one hand, I get it, because when you're young, you look real good, and you don't have any effort in it. You don't realize it till you're older. You're like, oh shit, I should have really enjoyed that shit when I had it.
Right.
But on the other hand, those guys are like...
They're creeps.
Yeah, they're creeps. And you don't let them keep looking, because you never know what that's going to lead to. Because they're going to be like, oh, you let me look? Now you're going to let me touch. Now you're going to let me ooh. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I in no way was meaning that they should be due a look.
Yeah.
She doesn't want them to look. That's completely understandable. And, yeah, these guys were like predators, for
Lecherous.
sure. Yes. Lecherous grin. I think that was actually in the chapter.
Yeah. I don't like the word, right? Because it's not a great thing, but I do like the word. I don't know why. It makes me, I enjoy to use it. The lecherous.
Lecherous. Slipknot's got a song named Lech. It's a good song. It's a good song.
It's a good word. So Marissa isn't really worried about the whole looks thing. She is positive that the Keeper's going to let her keep her shit once they're back in his good graces. He's not going to let her down. She's going to keep looking hot. So
the Keeper's going to bring sexy back.
Yeah.
Literally.
Bringing sexy back. I'm in a singing mood tonight, apparently.
We have time. Please, go ahead.
No, we don't. I need to drink more. Maybe not. Maybe I should drink more water.
How about we have one more beer, and then you give it all you got?
We'll see about that. We'll be back right after this.
And we are back. Gosh, those were some good ads, weren't they? Just the best.
They were awesome, I think. I thoroughly enjoyed each one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I love it because we have no idea what they were. So the sisters are blaming Liliana for making them fall from the Keeper's favor and causing them to be given to Jagang. Obviously, it's all her fault.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch. Elisha suspects that that's not actually what happened and that Jagang, this guy, is doing this on his own. Otherwise, the Keeper would have told him himself. They had the dream without a dream. The Keeper would have been there. He'd be like, hey, so you guys work for him now. I mean, me still kind of, you know, but he's like your new owner.
Yeah, that's what he would have done. But I don't know how I would react if I thought that, like, the most powerful evil dude ever was being duped by some other dude. And, okay.
That's fucked up, right?
Let's go follow this guy's orders. Hopefully the Keeper won't be pissed that we go along with it, because I would think that the Keeper would be mad at you for going along with the scheme of some bad dude.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's what their whole conversation was about. Like, are we gonna believe this thing, or are we not? I don't know, dude. You're working for the Keeper. He's supposed to be the number one baddie. So, like, do what he says. If he doesn't say it, you don't fucking do it.
Yeah.
And like, just pledging yourself to something like that. Pledging yourself to literally almost anything with that much conviction is dangerous in its own way. But like, when you pledge your eternal self to the Keeper, you know that's like, there's no grace period on that. If you fail, you're dead, and it's gonna suck, and you're gonna get the Liliana treatment, and it's not gonna be good at all. But that's like, so you commit yourself to this thing, and then it's 50-50 chance you'll get what he's promising.
Yeah.
At best.
Yeah.
No thanks. I'm good.
Yeah, no, they've gotten themselves in a pickle. That's for sure.
So sitcom. Well, the sisters sure are in a pickle now.
Now, I will say that we have gotten bits and pieces that kind of haven't really completely pointed to what's going on here with Jagang, but we kind of know. Jagang is an emperor, right?
Mm-hmm. Emperor Jagang.
We know that the Imperial Order has been trying to infiltrate the New World, right?
Yep.
And so...
I'm sorry.
Did I say something bad?
No. It was all in my brain. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I just thought.
Wow. This gotcha. Holy balls.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said that, and I was like, tit squeezer.
What?
Oh, like a police lineup when he's holding the card.
Oh.
Jagang, like labeled tit squeezer. It was just, it was too good. I'm sorry. I'm here. Whew.
Yes, tit squeezer Jagang.
I'm super mature.
So.
Oh.
So we know that the Imperial Order is infiltrating the New World. We know that the Old World has been under control of the Emperor and his army for a while. We don't know a whole lot about them because we didn't really know a lot, like, we didn't really get brought into that a lot while we were with Richard in Tanamura.
That's the Imperial Order.
Yes, they didn't, like, I don't think they explicitly, like, said that to Richard while he was there. Like, I think they may have said Imperial Order one time while he was there. But it wasn't in
That
in
wasn't
your
really
face.
his deal. He
right.
wasn't, yeah.
The sisters were removed from politics, so they didn't know about it a lot. So it's kind of sprinkled in there. So if you weren't paying attention to what was going on, you may not know that the people who were controlling the Old World, where Richard was, are infiltrating the New World, and that is being led by Emperor Jagang. And we've just been given, like, the final piece of that information.
Yeah.
To kind of fully know, but only if you're paying attention. If you're not paying attention, you're gonna be like, who the fuck's Emperor Jagang? I don't understand what's happening.
If you had read this as a standalone, starting with this book, which you can do because they're all kind of their own universe, you would have no idea.
I don't think, even if when I was reading it maybe the first time, that I don't think I connected the Imperial Order in the New World with Jagang in the Old World, because it, like I said, it was a throwaway line in the last book that told Richard that the Imperial Order was in the Old World.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't brought up. He didn't really deal with it. It was kind of... But, I mean, Kaelin was dealing with them for half the book.
Yes.
So that's why I was like, oh, it's an army from the Old World, and then this one, it's an emperor. Like, he's got to be the guy.
Right.
And that's the jump, that's the connection you make. But I could see missing it. kind of happy to say that I didn't.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Because I'm pretty sure it took me a little bit longer to be like, oh, okay.
So they know that they have to go back to the Keeper. I'm sorry, not the Keeper. They have to go to Jagang, Emperor Dickhead. Even though he's basically an animal, which is obviously what they were fighting on the deck of the ship. You know what I mean? He's not good. He's like preying on them, like the sailors on the top of the ship that Marissa had to kill.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
it's all like, yeah, they taught the guys on the ship a lesson, but they can't do this to this guy.
Yeah, they have power here,
and
but
he's
they won't.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And it also kind of shows you just why Marissa has the extreme reaction that she does.
Yeah.
Because guys like this guy, Jagang, and the Keeper are in control of her, and this probably happens to her all the time, so she'd be damned if she lets anybody else do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it had just happened, like, right before. She had no control over him grabbing her tit and taking her to her knees, and we know that they all at the very least, fucked the Namble.
Oh, the Namble.
So, God knows what they did with the Keeper.
I never looked at a cat the same way after the Namble chapter. That has changed me forever.
You have forever changed.
I told a guy that before, not that long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. I was like, huh, you want to hear something interesting about a cat? It wasn't completely cold like I'm putting it now. Like, I just walk up and be like, hey.
You want to talk about cat dicks?
You ever look at cat dicks on Google? And so he looked it up right there and he was like, oh my God. And I was like, I wasn't lying to you. I had no idea either. There should be a support group for people who learn this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then I told him to check out ducks because that was also a thing we talked about and it's horrifying.
Oh my God.
Anyways, back to the end of the chapter.
But yeah, Jagang will be able to get them no matter where they are, and he'll be able to fuck with them in any way he feels like it. So they are going back to him, and they're just gonna fucking ride it out.
They got no choice.
They know it's especially dire because they know that this man will use them and then just toss them out when he's done.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't care. So he doesn't care if he restores their place with the Keeper. He just wants to use them. So they have to go along with us and still try to figure out how to get back in the Keeper's favor. And it almost makes you feel bad for him.
Yeah, it does.
But then...
I mean, I think that's trying to make them more human. Now, Good Kind does a really, really good job with separating these characters, making them their own person. Like, right away, just through ages, we know that Tovy's the oldest one. Sounds like Nikki and Marissa are the younger two. Elisha a little older than that. And then, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name right now.
You got Cecilia?
Cecilia, that's who it is.
And
just
Armina.
Then they're just a little bit older than that. But it's like, he does everything he can to separate them, other than their names, which all end in A, and completely wrecked my brain.
Marissa
so I have the hardest
and Elisha
time
are way
remembering
too
who's
close.
who.
I don't blame you, because we didn't know them very well, because they all taught Richard, kind of, but we saw them for like a split second.
It's like Liliana's friendship. It just, oh yeah, we're best friends.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
It happened, yeah. I don't know that you need to get that attached to most of them.
Well, probably not. I mean, they're evil, so.
Yeah. They don't have, they aren't Richard, so they don't have that plot armor, so.
Right.
So the sisters start to play the blame game again, and finally they decided that it is actually Richard who is at fault, not anybody else, and Marissa vows to bathe in his blood while he watches, which I actually feel like is kind of a logistical
Hard
problem.
to do?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you gotta use your imagination, but there are ways.
Like, are you talking about hitting him in a vein and having it spurt out on you and having you, like, shower in his blood while he watches, like, while he dies?
Okay, so...
Or are you gonna, like, siphon his blood?
There's a couple ways to... Go ahead.
And then put it in a bathtub.
Uh-huh.
And then hang out in it and be
Yeah.
like, have him like half dead sitting in a chair and be like,
Over-
"Ooh, look at me."
Over time,